Welcome back, students, to the mathematics class. So, students of class 6th, once again, your math teacher Vinita is here with you. So, students, today we will get some more knowledge about mathematics, and today's teaching we will start with a beautiful thought, and the thought says that mathematics may not teach us how to add love or minus hate, but it gives us every reason to hope that every problem has a solution. As in mathematics, we can find solution to each and every problem. So in the same way, we can hope that we will also find a solution to the present problem that the whole world is facing, that we are facing due to this coronavirus. So students, with this positivity, we will move today's teaching and will learn some new concepts and will add some more knowledge to our previous knowledge. So let's start, dear students. As you all know that in the previous video we have learned about the positive and the negative numbers, that how do we represent the numbers on the number line if we have to represent the integers on the number lines, and whatever we have learned in the part 1 video and the part 2 video. So let's have a look at that with the help of the mind map. So students, please have a look at this mind map. As you can see here, this is the mind map of chapter 6 integers, and this will describe us the all subtopics that we have learned and that we will learn in this chapter integers. So in the part 1 video we have learned about the basics of integers, that what are the integers, in which we learn all the basic points, all the introductory points of the integers, and then we learn about the representation of integers on number line, as you can see here. And after that we learn about the ordering of the integers, and now we will learn about the addition of integers with number line and the without number line. But before that we will generally learn that how do we add or subtract the integers. So let's see. And continuing to the previous video, as we were solving the exercise 6.1 questions, in which I have explained you about the question number 1 and the question number 2 and the question number 3, that how to represent the numbers on the number line. And moving on, now I would like to tell you about question number 4, that what do we have to do in this question, because these questions are helping us to make our knowledge about integers, that whatever we have learned about integers, our knowledge will be more and more strong and deep with these questions. So adjacent figure is a number line representing integers, means they are giving us a number line here, and this number line is representing integers, and observing it we have to locate the following points. These points we have to locate. So first of all we have to observe the number line. So students, this is the view of the number line, as you can see here. Please watch this number line very carefully. This is the vertical number line on which they have mentioned various points, and this is the point O, and above this there are some points, and below this there are also some points, and there is a point D which is located with +8, means there at point D there is a positive integer named +8, means whenever we will go above D, there will be numbers increasing after +8, means +9, +10, +11. These numbers will come when we will move ahead. So let's see what the question says. So students, in the part A, they are asking us to locate a point D. They are giving us that if point D is at +8, then which point is -8? Means on the number line we have to find the point minus. So to find -8, what we will do? We will just move as we move on the number line. We know that while moving downwards, we move in a decreasing way. Means if D is +8, then this point will be +7, this will be +6, this will be +5, this point B will be +4, this point will be +3, A will be +2, and this point will be +1, and O will be 0. Means moving downwards from point D, which is plus 8, we reached at plus 7, plus 6, plus 5, plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, plus 1, and at O we reached at 0. Now we have to locate a point which is minus of 8. So we know that when we move downwards to 0, when we move below 0, then the number starts in negative form, means we are dealing with negative integers below 0. So this point will be minus of 1, this point will be minus of 2, this point will be minus of 3, this point will be minus of 4, and this point will be minus of 5, this point will be minus of 6, this point will be minus of 7, and this point will be minus of 8. Once again, I would like to repeat that starting from 0 and moving downwards with negative integers, the first point is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and we have reached at F. So F is giving us minus of 8. F is giving us minus of 8. So which is minus of 8? Point F is minus of 8. So we have got the answer to the part A, that if point D is at plus 8, then point F will be minus of 8. So in the same way, we will solve the part D, that if point G is a negative integer or a positive integer. It means they are asking us a question that on that number line, if point G is negative integer or a positive integer. This is being asked in part B. So let's see what about the point G. We have seen in the previous part that at point O we have marked 0. Okay, so the next point, as we have seen in the previous one also, is minus 1. H is minus of 2. The next point is minus of 3, minus of 4, minus of 5, and it means at G we have reached at minus of 6. So what does it mean? Minus of 6 means negative integer. So point G is a negative integer. So this is the answer to part B, and in the same way you have to solve part C, part D, and part E, and I hope you can solve these parts yourself. So let's look at the next question. What is the next question? The next question says, the question number 5, that following is a list of temperature of 5 places in India on a particular day of the year. And what we have to do, we have to solve these part A, B, C, D, looking at this table. And what we have to do, the part A says write the temperature of these places in the form of integers in the blanks. So what we have to do, we know very well that below 0 degree there are negative integers, and above 0 degree there are positive integers. So 10 degrees Celsius below 0 degrees Celsius, it means what? It means negative integers. It means minus of 10 degrees Celsius. 2 degrees Celsius below 0 degrees Celsius means a negative integers, because below 0 there are all negative integers. So minus of 2 degree Celsius. So this is the way we have to solve the question. And when they are saying like in the Ahmedabad 30 degrees Celsius above 0 degrees Celsius, it means we have to write plus 30 degree Celsius. So this is the way we have to write these names, these temperatures in integers. Now in the part B, they are saying following is the number line representing the temperature in degrees Celsius. Plot the name of city against in temperature. We can do this very easily, as I have told you that how to represent the numbers on the number line. So what we have to do, that as minus of 10 degrees Celsius is the temperature of Siachen. So here at minus of 10, in front of minus of 10, what we will write? We will write Siachen. Like this we will write. So this is the way we have to do. We have to encircle that number, whatever is given in the temperature, and with the arrow we will write the name of the city. This is the way we'll solve part B. The part C says that which is the coolest place. Coolest place means the lowest temperature. And we know that whenever the temperature is in minus, like below 0 degree temperature, as it will increase, that will be the coolest place. And we have seen that Ahmedabad, Delhi and Srinagar. In Ahmedabad and Delhi, the temperature are above 0 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, means they are hot places. And below 0 degrees Celsius, we have three cities, Siachen, Shimla and Srinagar. But in Siachen, the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius below 0 degrees Celsius, means minus of 10 degrees Celsius. So as much temperature is going below 0 degrees Celsius, as much it will be cooler over there. So minus of 10 degrees Celsius is the coolest place. And in the part D, what they are asking us that write the names of the places where temperatures are above 10 degrees Celsius. We have seen this in the part C also, that Ahmedabad and Delhi, there is temperature above 10 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. So this is the way we have to do this question. Now looking at the next question, the question number 6, in each of the following pair, which number is to the right of the other on the number line? This is the question. That in each of the following pairs, like pair 2 and 9, minus 3, minus 8, 0, minus 1, what we have to tell that which number is to the right of the other on the number line. So means first of all we have to draw a number line. So in the part A, we have to we are given the numbers 2 and 9. So what we have to tell that which number is to the right of the other, like 2 is to the right of 9 or 9 is to the right of 2. As you all know that on a number line, the numbers are written like this. As you can see this number line, that on a number line, when we are writing the positive numbers, then if we are having 2 here, then 9 will be in the right hand side. 8 is here and 9 will be after this 8. So what is on the right of the other? 9 is to the right of 2. 9 is to the right of 2. So if the number, which number is bigger from the other number, that will be always on the right. The bigger number will be always on the right, because whenever we are moving towards the right, then we are always increasing. So with this conclusion, we can say that whatever is the bigger number, that is always on the right. So in the part B, can we conclude anything from the statement I have told you? That between minus 3 and minus 8, which will be the bigger? And between minus 3 and minus 8, we know that minus 3 is bigger and minus 8 is smaller, because we know that in in negative numbers, as the number is bigger, its value is as much smaller. So what we can conclude from the above statement, that the bigger number is always on the right hand side of the other. So minus 3 is bigger, so minus of 3 will be to the right of minus of 8. You can also take the help of number line to see this. As you can see here, that minus of 8 is here and minus of 3 is here. If we talk about minus of 8, then this is to the left of minus of 3. But if we talk about minus of 3, then minus of 3 is to the right of minus of 8. Why? By the reason that the bigger number is always on the right of the smaller number, because whenever we are moving towards the right, we are increasing the number. So you don't need to take the help of number line always. You can use this fact that whenever there is a bigger number, then the bigger number is always to the right of the smaller number, by the reason that whenever the numbers are increasing, we are moving towards the right side. So this fact will help you to solve all the parts of the question. So I hope you can solve all the parts of this question with this fact. And coming to the next question, write all the integers between the given pairs. So we have to write that which integers are between 0 and minus 7. So we know that As you know that on a number line, when we are writing the numbers, 0 is in the center and in the left hand side there are all negative numbers. So we can count very easily that there will be 0 and here will be -1, here will be -2, here will be -3, then -4, then -5, then -6 and -7. So how many integers are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 integers are there between 0 and -7. So in the same way you can find that how many integers will be there between -4 and 4. Just start writing the integers, that -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now between -4 and 4 we have to see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 integers are there. In the same way you can find the solution to all the parts. So this was the question number 6, and as you can see, so coming to the next question, that is question number 8. What is the question number 8 says? That write 4 negative integers greater than minus of 20. Greater than minus of 20. So here the rule that I have told you about the negative numbers, the negative integers, that in negative the number is as much smaller, it is as much bigger, and the number which is as much bigger is as much smaller. So the 4 negative integers greater than minus 20 will be the smaller one, which are smaller than minus 20, minus of 19, minus of 18, minus of 17, minus of 16. I hope you are not confused here. If you are confused, then I would request you that please go and watch the part 1 and the part 2 video, because regarding the negative integers, every kind of confusion I have cleared in the part 1 and the part 2, and the fact that in the negative numbers the bigger number is the smaller number and the smaller number is the bigger number. With the help of this fact we have given the answer to this question. So I hope you can do the part B, that in which we have to write 4 integers less than minus 10. So all the integers less than minus 10 are like minus of 11, minus of 12, minus of 13, minus of 14. All these are the integers which are less than minus of 10. Again by the same rule, that in negative numbers the number is as much bigger, its value is as much smaller. The next question number 9 is of true and false. I hope you can do this yourself, because it is just like the previous one question in which we have to tell about the right and left. And in this I would like to tell you about the part C of this question. The smallest negative integer is minus of 1. The negative integers we are having are like -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, -0, -8, -7, -6. All these are negative integers. And I have told you in the beginning that in negative numbers the number which is as much smaller is as much bigger, and which is as much bigger is as much smaller. So if I talk about these integers which are written over here on the screen, minus of 8 is the smallest integer and minus of 1 is the biggest integer. And if I talk about all the negative integers, then minus of 1 is the greatest integer. This is the greatest integer we are having. So the fact that smallest negative integer is -1 is false. Now coming to the next and the last question of this exercise, draw a number line and answer the following. So I have told you that how to draw the number line of integers, and the part 1 I'll solve for you, that which number will we reach if we move 4 numbers to the right of -2. To the right of -2 means whenever we are moving towards the right, it means we are increasing. It means we are adding the numbers. So it means we have to add 4 to minus of 2. So minus of 2 and plus of 4, where we will reach. So let's draw a number line first. So students, let's see the question, that which number we will reach. We move 4 numbers to the right of -2. This is the -2 situation, right? This is the -2 situation, and we have to move to the right of -2. And how many numbers we have to move? We have to move 4 numbers. This is the right direction when we have to take 4 moves. One move we reach at -1. Second move we reach at 0. Third move we reach at 1. And in the fourth move, where we reach at 2. So we reach at +2 when we move 4 numbers to the right of -2. So in the same way, we will do the all parts of this question. And what we have to do is that we just have to draw a number line up to the given numbers that are given in the question. Like in the part C, they are giving us the numbers like -8 and -13. So we just need to draw a number line in which we are having the negative integers going up to -13, and then we can easily find the solution of these questions as we have done in the part A. So students, this is the exercise 6.1 that we have completely solved in this video. So students, I hope you have understood each and every question of the exercise 6.1, and if you face any problem, then you can mention them in the comment section. So that's all for today teaching, and I hope you got the all concept and everything is clear to you. So we'll meet soon in the next video session. Till then, keep practicing, keep revising. Have a good day.